many times can I photograph the same bike before we all get tired of it? Oh man, so I solved my running problems. I guess we should start with that. All I did was change the spring, the slide spring, back to the stock slide spring on the slide, and it solved the idling problems. Because I imagine air has to pass through it, and so when it's too lightweight, not enough air passes through it probably. I don't know, but solved my problems. And something funny happened that I feel like I should bring up. So people ask me sometimes why I censor my language, and I didn't used to do that. Started doing it for two reasons. One, it's important to probably just try to make yourself a little more family friendly, but when I'm out doing stuff like this, I like to say whatever's on my mind, and that usually involves a lot of bad language. But reason number two is that YouTube cares about that. They didn't used to, but now I got an email from YouTube saying that they're going to start penalizing people for having content that's inappropriate for advertiser, and that is qualified by things that are overly sexual or things that are generally considered rude, things that are racist, basically a lot of freedom of speech stuff. And I thought, oh yeah, it's probably good then. If I just start censoring all my stuff, they'll never get me for saying the F word 6 times or whatever. I don't know what their criteria is, but I never thought it was affecting me. And then finally they caught up to my only video that I actually labeled explicit. They finally flagged one of my videos, and it's not a recent one, it's a really old one I did. It's about time they censored that video. But if you want to go watch it, you should go check it out. It's got a Lamborghini in the thumbnail, but I don't think anyone ever caught that. But I'm not here today to talk about porn shops. I'm actually here because I want to talk about my camera bag. I'm sitting around my house wondering what's a good video to make. I need to make some videos because I want to get back into making regular videos. I looked at my phone and my list of shitty topic ideas, and one of the decent topic ideas was to go over my camera bag, because I spent a lot of time choosing a tank bag that would be suitable for this, and I want to talk about why, and I want to talk about what it is. So I needed a tank bag that could carry my camera gear, because prior to this I was stuffing it all in a backpack, padding it with some clothes, strapping it to the back of my bike and hoping for the best. And it was not really the best thing to do because it was damaging my gear, and it wasn't very secure, and it wasn't very convenient, and my bike will not go into neutral. So I started a journey, a quest, to find the perfect camera bag. But it had to be a tank bag, and I had to kind of out of the box fit my equipment properly. And this is what I ended up with. It is the Wolfman Enduro tank bag. Forget what it costs. I think it's like definitely over $100. It's small, and that's the main reason I wanted it, because every other tank bag you find is always like gigantic, and it comes up over the gas cap, and they're just massive. It's important to me to get a small bag because when you got a lot of camera stuff or a lot of sensitive gear, you don't want it sloshing around. You don't want a lot of space inside the bag for it to move, because it'll collide with itself, and you'll break lenses, and you'll start damaging other stuff. So this tank bag, according to Wolfman's, I haven't measured it myself, but according to Wolfman's website, the internal dimensions are actually the same as the camera bag that I was using. So I thought that's perfect. On the top, you've got this, standard zipper thing. You put your keys in there. My phone barely fits in there. With this OtterBox case on it, it's really not the best for a phone unless you don't have a case. But if you don't have a case, you're crazy. So inside, you can see here, things are pretty tight. I don't really have any padding. Normally I actually do. I put like a bandana in there, but today I just threw this stuff in here for an example. But I've got my Canon DSLR, I've got my GoPro with my headband mount, which if you didn't know, I use this when I'm camping and I'm off the bike. I've got this viewfinder thing, which kind of lets you look and see an accurate, glare-free view on the camera, which is important when I'm filming with it. This front pocket here is filled with batteries for the drift, which is on my helmet, and for the GoPro. The main reason I needed a bag really was to have easy access to batteries. But the way it all packs in here, if you add like a hat or something, it's real tight and secure. And that way, this stuff isn't bouncing around and flying around in here and damaging itself. But up here in the top, there's space for other stuff, which is kind of tight. But I've got this memory card case, so I can have extra memory cards. I have extra batteries for the Canon camera. And normally, I have a clamp mount in there that'll allow me to attach the GoPro to stuff like my handlebars. Even though you've never seen a shot like that in my videos, I do have a mount for that. That's about it, really, for this camera bag. I mean, the point is, it is just a tank bag, but the size is important because the size allows it to serve as a camera bag, and it's perfect. If you can unclip it, so like if I'm on a road trip or something and I end up staying in a hotel or going into a restaurant or something, I can just take it off. And these straps have like little bungees on them. Let's undo the rear side. I like to keep it as tight as possible. But if you undo these, this bungee thing will actually keep them around your seat, and that way, when you take it off, these stay in place and they're not dangling and stuff and all that. If you had to go ride it without the bag attached, you could ride it with these in this position. But that's about it. It is just a standard tank bag, but I think it's literally the perfect option if you're looking for a camera bag to carry in your motorcycle. Like, I don't know if, like, I mean, if you're a photographer or you're trying to do what I'm doing, it's perfect, man. I mean, besides the slider that I usually carry when I'm camping, this holds all of the gear that I need. When I hop off the bike, all I gotta do is hang my helmet up, pull the GoPro out of here, and I'm still good to go. I can continue filming, and nobody, I mean, I don't have to take anything out of my bag, my big bag, you know, but it's perfect. And I think if you're looking for a camera bag for a motorcycle, don't overthink it. It's just perfect. But I mean, like I said, if it was any bigger, I think I'd have problems. I mean, it'd be hard to first of all even ride the bike with a bigger bag attached. This thing already gets in the way of my groin. I can't really lean over the tank that easily. I can sit on it comfortably, but when I'm up here like this, my legs drag on it, and it's not the best for when you're actually doing some proper off-roading. But if you're set up with a tank bag with camera equipment in it, you shouldn't be hitting any jumps anyway, madman. But anyway, I plan on getting back into the swing of things here as soon as I can. I'm gonna try to shoot more videos, and coming up, I'm gonna go camping in my next opportunity in October, and hopefully we can get back going again, because I think my growth right now is the lowest it's ever been, and that's just because I hardly ever upload videos. But I've just been busy. But that's about it. There's still stickers available. If you want a sticker, it's $3 a piece. Just shoot me an email, and I will give you the information.